So as of right now, I've got one battery for this thing charging. It is like 1 a.m. in the morning. 12:32. I need to be done by at least 2 a.m. I've gotten a lot of stuff done on it, and I mean quite a few things. It's not absolutely nuts, but you see if I can get you close enough here. Without everything falling on me. The only bad part of working a tablet or something, you know. Oh yeah, you see these lines? Like, can I even see my finger? Where's it at? There we go. Alright, see these lines? This comes down right here into this tank. Oh. Horrible. I could just put it on the back of my hand with that zip tie. Jesus, don't judge. Get there. Alright, so, you see this over there? I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Anyways, you see those lines that go in here? So that's our overflow vents, right? Or your vent. That's just a vent. So what I ended up doing is I pulled them out. They had it to where it's coming way up here and then teeing and running all the way down through there. I cut it, brought it to right there, teed it right here, and ram horned it off back down into there. But to get the tubing to swell tight enough to seal in that hole, because it would not, right? The tubing, it's just shot. So I'm gonna set you down real quick and I'll show you what I did. I've got a soldering iron hot right there at my leg. So let's say this tubing, it was shrunk up. Right? Man, it just sliding in and out of the hole. I took a screwdriver, I shoved it inside there a good ways, like that. See how far that is? That's how much is down in it. Well, get the cart ahead of the horse. I took my heat gun. Then I just heated that up to it. It's nice and hot. Not overly hot, not like smoking hot, okay? And heated up to where it was nice and hot. Now I just let it cool. Not quickly, not naturally, I just laid it down, let it cool off. Alright, so once I did that, then you pull it off the screwdriver. And see, I can't pull it off. You can't pull it off of this one. It would take form of the screwdriver. It would take form of that screwdriver. It'll swell up with it. And then you just take you a pair of side cutters, wire cutters, snips, dikes, whatever you want to call them. Cut that fuel tube. Use this piece of shrink as an example. Take it and go snip, cut it in an angle. Then you can feed it down into that opening of that tank, and then take you a little something and help fish it on in. And then you've got like that much that's swelled. You can shove it on down in there, and then that swelled area is going to be swelled there and swelled there, and it's going to create a pinch spot around that tube, so it will seal. And I used to do that on old chainsaws. I need that. I just threw it away. But yeah, it works. And I did that, and then rerounded those lines, and it looks a lot prettier. I will say that. I haven't really done nothing with the rear shocks. I think I'm going to leave those alone, because I was looking at the mounts that somebody's made for this thing, and if you look at it, these dudes, they're laser cut. Those are laser cut. Those, can you even see this? Let's see if I can get my hand in my... Let's see if I can track my screwdriver on the other side of this camera. Where's it at? So right there, you see that? That's not a grind mark. That's a laser cut. And they're cut, I mean, symmetrical 100%. I'm kind of wondering if that right there, because if you look at it, it lines up perfectly with the housing through and through, bolt hole to bolt hole, and comes around exactly around that roll cage, and the same side over here. And it's not like it's been ground out type gouge. I'm kind of wondering if that was some type of add-on. And I take that back. I don't know if those are Red Cat shocks or not. Those look a lot bigger. I had to think about that after I was watching my video over. Ooh, that was hot. Alright, so what I'm doing right now, back to biz. Let's see if I can get this to where you can see me. Here. I'm working right here. So, you get the old SpongeBob SquarePants up here. Oh my god, I'm getting tired. What I'm getting ready to do is build me a connector for to go off this on and off switch, right? And well, I've got a pin inside here. This is off the original connector. The original connector was like a little bitty what is that, XT30. I don't have none of those. So we're going to solder that to a oh shoot, I can't remember what those are called, but one of those little red falls dips. It's already chilling off in here. I'm going to turn this back on. It's crazy how much heat this old dude actually puts out. Come on, don't blow up. I gotta get done anyways because I'm starting to get thirsty. I got a lot I want to do, but you know what? A lot I'm probably not going to get done until next time I'm home. Especially like a new body on this thing. I've got one body. I've been thinking about taking the Red Cat body that it came with and working it over. I still might do a little cutting and finagling. Right now I'm just trying to figure out which side was negative and which side. Okay, so that's got some black heat shrink on it still, so that was negative. So, and this little thing right here, you know what I use that for? I take my shocks and I line my shocks up in a row, and that's where I hang them to put oil in them. So I was working on shocks the other day. I'm done with it. I just unscrewed off the thing. It's part of my big rack up there, and I've got like 2 more in the box over here. So yeah. Alright, let's get this off there real fast. Seriously, I'm not seeing a negative or positive emblem on that thing at all. This is a little El Cheapo. Because honestly, I know that, yeah, that's what it is. I'm not super familiar with these connectors. I run some, electric. I'm still not super familiar with all the connectors. I really don't care if I am. Alright. Upright is mine. That's going to be that. Let's go ahead and put a little solder on this dude right here. Like I said, I was cleaning the tip up on that thing and didn't even have no daggum heat going on it. So I should have known. I should have felt it, honestly. But, like I said, it's been a long day. I'm just going to do this little videos on this truck as in kind of parts. I'm going to make it a little simpler. It's getting warm. No one said I'm the best at this by far. It's the one thing I struggle at. I used to not. I used to be able to mod Xbox controllers. My shaking just got got worse over time, and it's gonna happen. I just, like I said earlier, I just kind of figured out a way to make it work in my advantage, just like doing stuff like this. And figured out how to make certain things happen. And I can make it happen. We can make it do it. This guy just ain't working for me very well. Oh, come on, honey. Oh, I'm shrinking my damn shrink before it ever gets on it. Shit. Get it down there. I'm going to put this one through here. Get it right there. And I'm going to take this one right here. Oh. Nope, nope. Back. I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to put it off down inside that one. Right? And can't forget the next one. That's the next step. Alright, I'm going to take that. Take this. There's already a little bit of solder on the end of that. We're just going to see if we can use what we already got at our fingertips. And go from there. That tinned up really nice. Look at that. The soldering iron's running hot right now. Just trying, I can feel it all the way up here. It's really getting it. That should be good enough. Should be plenty for that little battery. We're not pulling a heavy load on it. It's not running it's not running brushless. It's not running a motor, any crap like that. So should be good there. All right, let's go ahead and try to shrink that real quick. Look at that. Turned out pretty good. Alright, now let's do the negative. Alright. So now, grab this guy again. That's why I like this little mat too. I mean, you can burn it. You can't even really tell that it got burnt. Solder lands on it. Don't really phase it. Don't stick to it. It's just something called, it's an oil mat at O'Reilly's. Pretty good stuff. We already got a bit of solder on the end of that one. So let's flip it. Flip it. Just raise it up a little bit. So if I don't forget the heat shrink tube. Yes, that is a newer battery. He did not lie about that at all. But it's the difference between, and maybe you guys already know, because if you're watching this, you probably already know RCs and stuff like that. But the difference between a lithium ion and a lithium polymer, a LiPo battery, and a lithium ion battery, it's the electrolyte. Look it up. It's compound, and that's your main difference. And this is a lithium ion, not a lithium polymer. So, granted, it'll work. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Another couple of these, but I was actually looking for an actual hump pack, not a little pack like this one. Oh, goodness. Man, that ain't working. We're gonna have to brace it somehow. Again. Let me think. Let me think. There we go. It's just gets a little more complicated and gets a little harder, especially on this flat one. Alright. Come on, honey. Oh. I think, whew, it's getting hot, but it ain't doing it. This old soldering iron's getting hot too. Jeez. I mean, it is just flat cooking it right now. I ain't had it get this. I ain't had it feel this daggum hot. I can ever. Come on, quit shaking, dummy. I must have a piece of that. I must have something on the end of that because it ain't wanting to smush. It is definitely soldering. I'll melt my dadgum pin is what I'm gonna do. But I heard somebody say the other day that the fumes, you need a fan when soldering and stuff, because the fumes coming off of when you're soldering is hazardous. And I'm just sitting there thinking, shit. Back in school, in electronics class, when we were building all these circuit boards, and I was growing up building circuit boards and in school, and and we used to build computer boards and shit. And ain't nobody ever told us about that, but that was the 90s. Marlboros were still cool then. I'm not condoning it, because honestly, I quit smoking, and this time I've been home, when the wife, she smokes, and I all of a sudden, whenever I come home, I start smoking again. Whenever I'm away from the house, then I don't smoke, and when I come back to the house, then I start smoking, and never-ending cycle. Alright, here we go. See if this works out for me. Oh yeah. That worked out nicely. Look at that. It's a nice little... Oh, seen that in the camera. Shove it forward. Well, nobody see it? Okay. I'll show you that side. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I can still see daylight through. Oh well. That works. Then we can plug this into this, and this into the, which would be inside the receiver box, all by its little lonesome. Right? We're gonna plug that right into our receiver, and I think I've got a receiver here we can do that with. Let's see if that. Well, yeah, this is the one that came off it. I don't know if it's got a light on it though. Battery. I'm guessing if it's like any of the rest of them. Negative. Maybe it just ain't got a light on it. Maybe too old for that. But now actually I'll probably just sit in the battery box with the rest of it, and this wire will run over to the yeah, something like that. Okay. Let's see, where's another receiver? Give me this one. Give me this old red cat. I need to buy, excuse me. Ugh. Anyways. Yeah, that's okay. So I smell something hot. Alright, so that's working. Just fine and dandy. This one says it's done. And the reason I chose that style plug, well, this battery right here, same style battery, came with one of the little Chinese cars that I got my youngest several years ago. Well, not several years ago. Early last year, I picked up. And it's got the same end on it. So I say, you know what? That's what we'll run then. Plug that in. Kick that on. Let's test. I need to grab that other. Let me test it on this. And then we will put in our receiver. We're done. Uh-oh. Okay. What's going on here? Looks like it's... Is that one not charging? What do you want about that one doesn't charge? Yeah, you got no power to it. Okay. Yeah. Says it was full. It doesn't mean it's any good. Oh, I know what it is. I ain't gonna get no light until I put that wire plug back in it, because it thinks there's a receiver somewhere. Here, I'll just put you up here. Maybe. Just maybe. If you stay where I put you, you see what I gotta get this one done. See where I put you, you'll see what I'm doing. Alright, I'm gonna get this out of the road real quick. Said I wasn't gonna do the receiver for the receiver video, but heck with it, let's do it. 40 minutes in, I only got a few more minutes left of doing such. So I'm now gonna borrow receiver at the old. Hey Bill. Ooh, come here, baby. Actually, I gotta work on this one too, because the dadgum brand new pull start It broke. I mean, it didn't break. It just quit. Ain't got no pullage no more. Oh my God, I thought I broke that. We gotta take that off anyways. I like my little antennas. We're gonna put this thing right back together though. I'm not gonna leave it tore apart. Old turd looks good. May end up putting it up for sale. I don't know yet. I'll have to flip something. So if somebody in the house sees some justification for me doing what I'm doing. If I don't, she might get mad. There we go. Probably she won't. I'm just talking. She won't get mad. Bet it won't come on. Now, bring this old girl over to us. One thing I don't got to worry about is buying fuel because I got fuel in the building. I've got fuel. I've got two-stroke fuel all over the place. And we got two-stroke bikes. We got two-stroke everything around here. I know that little guy's good, in good shape because my boy ran a little car for like 30 minutes on it last time I was home. I'm out of drink, out of coffee. It's 1:18 in the morning. We're almost we're at 45 minutes. All right, let's get this done. Now, be interesting. And one of these are just a smidge a bit longer, but you know, it's what it is. Now, let's take this dude. I'm gonna plug it in. And we're gonna plug and shut that off. Get this down in here. And we're actually gonna, let's do it this way. That way this battery is fitting like this, with the leads on top. This way it's gonna lay. Alright. A little bit further back, so that wire will just be barely sticking out where that cap should go. Where are you, cap? Alright, now. God, my little finger hurts. I shouldn't have burnt it. Why am I so mean to myself? It's an abusive relationship, me and my weird body parts. Really don't care for the battery cover. You know, I could make me a charging port. Let's just stick to the original plan, Dustin. Come on. There goes my ADHD and the squirrels. You know? Okay, so my little wire sticking through right there. Perfect. Like it. Let's go ahead and put some screws in it. I don't know if this is the right screws that were it. I don't remember if that's them or not. It's gonna be now. Okay. We can take a battery with us. Anyways, we'll have that one as a backup when we're out running tomorrow. What did I do with the little? Got some more that look just like that. My boy pulled out of another truck. Just have to find them. Here's this one. I'll put that right there. Ooh. Real gasket for a SH or the DTX. Not the SH. The SH has a round one with the. So that'd be a VTX or a VX. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. It's a VX, not a VTX. The retard. Anyways. Now, set this guy back down in here. Now, where is its cover at? Hello? It's the cover. Dummy. It's right there. Okay, so now, let's see. These guys will go through and over here like such. So what I'd like to do, what I want to do, where'd that tube go? Where'd that tubing go? Here it is. Is this too much? Is it too big? It's not big enough? Not quite, huh? Okay. I think you see where I'm going with this. Get a little protection. It's a little protection. And really I wish I could do it on that, but a little too late. But you don't need that whole thing, I don't think. Even after you heat shrink it, you can take it, what you heat shrinked, and you know, while it's hot, you can mold it and bend it, and it'll curve with where you're wanting to go with it. Sometimes, and granted, most of the time it's pretty pliable, but not all the times. You can usually make that sucker do what you want, pretty aesthetically. All right, do we want to use the? You know what? Let's just. I know. Don't look right there, okay? Just don't pay attention. You know, I could never get this lighter to work out in my shop, but, well, I can understand why. It was like 5 degrees. Maybe, and it's starting to dry up a little bit. Hopefully it'll continue to dry up out there. And then, well, I'll start making some videos of me doing the concrete and whatnot in the shop. And I'm going to be doing the concrete. Well, I'm not going to lie. Some of it I'll do. Some of it I'm going to have done for sure. But I've built a big shop building over the winter. Just, you know, to work on boats, work on stuff like that. By this point, I think a lot of it's going to be more based towards a kind of like a hobby deal in there. Well, I might be working on trucks and everything. Check that out. How does that look? Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. So, you see the heat shrink I just did? Comes off the servos. It's not hard to replace that later. And then it's shielded. It's a little bit of shielding, and it don't look bad. And it arches where it goes in. I think it'll be a lot nicer. I do like cleaning stuff up. I try to pay a little bit of attention to detail, especially, I mean, you look at the fuel lines, how I'm doing that. I wish they didn't have those little nubs on that, because I can see it and I don't like it. You know, I try to turn them to the bottom. Not everything I do is picky, but because sometimes it becomes annoying as hell. But I like it looking good. I like stuff looking decent. I think everybody should. Take a little pride in what you do if you can. If there's any way possible for you to do so, heck yeah. You know. Now, let's remember. See if we remember what's what here. I don't even know what is what. Definitely gonna have to mark them. I probably will. Let's see. I think I was right on channel 2 and 1 and 2 on this. Let's get that flipped over because that's. Whoop. Get that right. For being an old servo, she's pretty quick. I mean, she ain't quick, but you know what I mean. Working pretty good. And then if the battery dies, guess what? Watch it. Oh, I forgot. I don't have the failsafe set up on this yet. Shit. All right. Yeah. Remember how you set up the failsafe on this stupid thing. I don't remember it telling me 100%. Was it this or was it one of the other ones? I don't remember. Submit key. Right there. That's all we need. Starts bowing that throttle linkage. You know you got too much. Right there. That old servo right there is about to die. Oh, let's hope it doesn't. Alright, we're going to shut this down. Let's go ahead and shut this off. Shut this off. So, our receiver and everything's done. We're going to tuck it up in here like such. Now I could have ran, like I said, I could have ran the original one because I do have a failsafe up there on the shelf. But, well, you know, I really don't feel like it. Now there's a problem. Alright, let's, I made that short enough. I don't have enough reach over here. So what we need to do, we need to hog that out real quick. And I do not have my thingy in here, my drill. Do I? No, I don't. Alright, well, for the time being, nobody judge me. Don't get mad about what I'm about to do, but it'd be okay. Just go ahead and do it to the top like it is over here. I'm not gonna worry about it. Just doing what somebody else already did. I'm just making a little nick in it, and then I'll come back with a roto tool and I'll make it pretty later. I don't even know if the Smart Tech does arrive tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to mess with it. I may just leave it alone until next. I mean, I'll have it. I may take a little video of it, and we may try to fire it up and see what happens. But it'll probably be on the. What was that? Anyways, probably a mouse. It's not a ghost. Let's hope not. Shit. It'll probably be on the shelf until next time I'm home. Cause well, we got this big girl to play with. Alright, now. Going right there. Let's get that off in here. Well, we got a little bit of a mess going on. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong. Sometimes, if that screw wasn't in my darn road, if this screw wasn't right there, it'd make everything just a little bit all right. God, I'm already over an hour. All right, come on up. That screw is not coming up and out of there. So I guess we're just gonna have to work around it. Let's go ahead and start screwing it down. We'll get it a little closer. Alright, now, that being stated, that's the amount that's going to be sticking out there. That's going to be sticking out there. And there's that. Let's get this guy screwed on down. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about that because that guy right there is not a very happy camper. I'm not really sure how that's even holding it now. It's not very long. That's what she said. Alright. Missing one screw right now. Not doing too bad. Especially for just pulling her apart and blowing and going, buddy. Not doing too bad. Yeah, that don't look too shabby out there itself. I don't think it does. I think that looks pretty decent. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you made it this far, if you're there, if you're not there. I don't know. Nope, there it is. Found it. Now, what color of whip are we going to put on this thing? For the old aerial. No. Antennae tube. Where's the original one at? I threw it over here somewhere. We got this one. Let's see, I got a little heat shrink on it. I got that boot. Kind of goes to it. I've got a whole pack of them right here. I think I'm going to go with the bright orange. She's the fire hammer. Whatever the heck you are. Imposter. I don't know. May not even be a fire hammer. But I like to think it is. That's what I bought it as. We're going to go to right there. Boom. I'll snip it. Remember, he had the antenna coming out on that thing. Wasn't even close to where, you know, like say the body sits. So I'm gonna be drilling some holes. Really, I don't care. Look, you're gonna drill shit out of that thing. I'm gonna buy a I'm gonna buy an old school body, old school truck body, put on it. You know. I think it'll look pretty cool. It'll look pretty cool. Ooh, what do I got there? Oh, that's not what I thought it was. But I'm trying to make it look pretty cool. That's what we're gonna do. Well, whether or not it's actually gonna be accomplished, but we're gonna try. I like making it look pretty cool. Once we get this thing fixed up, you never know. The right person might come along and I'll offer some pretty good money for it. So it's gonna go. Let's slide this up here like that. And they had a piece of heat shrink over it. Let's see if we can replicate what they did. So it looked like it was holding it. This little rubber down to the Get that little rubber. Just give me the whole piece of heat shrink. Alright. Not the whole thing. Majority of it. Just cut it about right there. Like such. I'll take this. Let's straighten that up and make that a little more square. Oh, that wasn't. He slid out on me. Okay. I don't like odd angles. Don't judge me. I am ADHD and not really OCD, so don't say that. Alright, now, all we're going to do is we're going to take this dude and we're going to slide it up in here like so. Slide that down like that. I'll slide that down like that. I'll keep, I think that will, maybe. Will it go? Will it go? This body is cattywampus a little bit. So it goes on the inside. I'm gonna have to, I think what I'll do is probably, when I leave for work, I leave this thing sit up on the shelf. I'm going to take something with some zip ties and pull against this body from post to post like such. Pull on it and just leave it for a week. Or, you know, it'll be like that for a couple weeks. Maybe it'll torque it back to where it belongs because it's supposed to be right there, not over there, like this. So, maybe it'll kind of revert back to its old form. I don't know if it will, but we're going to try. Alright, let's put that on there. Bam. Look at that. Well, bam. How nice and pretty that turned out. Oh. There you go. Is that black? Did I blacken that backside? No, that's just a shadow. But, let's see if I can get you a little closer here. But you can see, now that's kind of sealed around the top. Looks pretty decent. Everything is happy. That's what was in it. You can see my little heat shrink job for that. Like I said, all this right here, my fuel line. Now my fuel line ain't kinked at all anywhere in the area that it was pinched. Moved that clamp up, retightened it, got that filter sitting, you know, appropriate. Tightened up all the little grub screws. Put two grub screws in that and got rid of the screws. Tightened up the shock cap to the body. You see it was wet. Well, it was loose. It was about to fall off. And I mean, I had to put several turns on it. Straightened out the tires. Got all that done. That hex, I got it freed up and pulled away from the hub because it was like grinding up against the hub. I think literally the only other thing I got to do right now is to mess with the body. I really don't think I'm going to do that tonight, guys. It's been a long night. It is now 1:45. I think we're done for the night. Because anything else I do at this point, I'm going to have to take and do some, you know, cutting and grinding on the dadgum body pins, stuff like that. So it's not really worth it at this point in time to, you know, keep going. It is in a place where it's going to run. It's a little better health wise now. We put the other receiver on it. It's not like it needed that other receiver. Oh. Yeah, this right here. Oh, I don't know what he's done here, man, but good God, I think he's wedged them in there. I don't know if I'm ever going to get them out. Oh my God. So if I do get them out, that's going to be a miracle. Really. Yeah. I want to bring that whole body back down because the way this used to sit, and let's see if it'll sit right there happily, just like such. Let me put you back up here for 1 second, and you'll just long enough, just hold still. The way this thing used to sit, and it's got this goofy wing. Let's use this other body. He's got this old body. Use the one without a cab on the back. Or without a bed on it. It's all broke to crap. The way it used to sit, and that ain't gonna work either. It's a Z71 junk. But let's just use this one for example. This was a nice body, but shattered. And the way that used to sit, and I think it still will do it, but actually probably not, because this body's is a lot longer than what. Let's take a look. I'm gonna look at something. Oh, gosh, bringing out the notorious. Come here, baby. I want to see if you're anywhere close, because if you are, I'll buy the body, buy one of these bodies. But yeah, that's just gonna be too small. But I'm gonna get a body kind of like this one, kind of. Well, I think it's actually just like that, but bigger. And we're gonna put that on there. It needs to be about a few inches bigger than that one. Alright, get back up there. Put this pin back in. But the cab, the back of the bed of the truck was right here. The back of the cab of the truck was right there. This was actually open air. The exhaust came up and shot out this way, and then the bed of the truck continued right here. So pretty much the bed of the truck was right, the top of the bed of the truck was right there, and the front of it was right there. So, and yeah, it's set a lot lower. It don't look near as big and beefy with the correct body. I'll put it that way. That's just fine. Because I already drilled out his holes that he made his little mounts with. The sides of this thing need rolled out. Might do that before I go to bed, but yeah, this thing just sits too high. It fits it really does, but you know, it's got red cat all over it, and well, I don't want it being known as a red cat, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoy what I'm doing. I'm probably gonna cut this, probably gonna go through, snip some stuff, see what I can figure out, and as far as speeding stuff up of what I was doing. Either way, I'm gotta go to bed, because I gotta get up early. We gotta get started on this again. I will, whenever, see you when I see it, or if you see me, you know, leave a like and whatever. Do what you want. See ya.